Hello, it's still strawberry season and we are going to make a frozen treat today that you can make with your kids or you can just make it for yourself. It's a strawberry yogurt bark. So we need some Greek yogurt. I like to use the 5% because it's nice and thick. And if you don't have the 5%, you might want to strain your yogurt first. Just put a coffee filter in a wire strainer and let that sit in the fridge over a bowl overnight, and you'll have nice thick yogurt the next day. We're also going to use some maple syrup, some vanilla, some cinnamon, and then we're going to mix all that together to make the yogurt taste nice, and then we're going to put toppings on. We're going to use some of our beautiful in-season fresh strawberries, some chocolate chips, and some almonds today, but you can use really anything you like. Just let your imagination go. You can use a mix of berries, you can use some blueberries or some kiwis, you can add other things for the toppings, you can add coconut or dried fruit like raisins or cranberries. You can add any type of nut you like too for texture as well. But these are the ingredient combinations that we like, so that's what we're going to use today. And I'll show you how to put it all together. Alright, so in the mixing bowl I have 2 cups of the plain yogurt. To that I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. I'm going to add a tablespoon and a half of pure maple syrup, and I'm going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. We're going to mix that all together until it's well combined. And this is why you want to use really thick yogurt, because if you don't, the maple syrup will thin it down too much. And so this is all combined now. And now we're going to spread it onto a small rimmed baking sheet that I have here. And this is lined with parchment paper. It will make it easier to peel the bark off when it's frozen. So we're going to just put that on the baking sheet. And we're going to spread that to the edges. Now spread our fresh strawberries over the top. These have been sliced. If you want to chop them, that's fine. I like how they look when they're sliced. So we're just going to put those over, kind of evenly distributed over the yogurt. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just make sure that when you break it up, everybody gets a nice piece of strawberry. This is about a cup of strawberries. There we go, there's our strawberries. And now we're going to put a couple tablespoons of chocolate chips and just sprinkle that over. You don't need a lot of those because the star here is the strawberries. And then our flaked almonds, put a few of those over the top just to give it some extra crunch. And that's done. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put this in the freezer for a few hours, and I'll show you how to serve it once it's completely frozen. Okay, so this has been in the freezer for a couple hours now, and you can see it lifts up quite easily with the parchment paper. And if you want to serve this, you can just pull the parchment paper back and just cut it into shards. Don't worry about perfect pieces. Just want little bits everybody can grab a hunk and enjoy.